Hey, what's up you guys? We are back with another eating video, and as you can probably see, this thing is a little bit ginormous. Yes, we're doing a bit of what I like to call easy or sloppy or dirty keto, whatever you want to talk about, because legit, I have about 50 things that I want to try to do today around the house that I haven't gotten to take care of, along with some content creation for Warframe and whatnot. But as you can see, I ran to the grocery store and I got my hands on a rotisserie chicken. So this isn't actually technically bad for you in any way, shape, or form. There are no carbs in here. Really, it just boils down to serving size. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm one of those people that likes to clean my plate, so when I see like a chicken, I have to I want to eat at least half of it. Otherwise, I feel like a little bit of a failure. However, I don't like doing things plain, so as you can see, we've got a little sauce pan here, little sauce dish. So what I figured I would do is I would go ahead and use some buffalo sauce, and this one has 0 carbs. I'm sure there are some trace carbs in there somewhere, and that's for 1 tablespoon. So I'm gonna use a tablespoon of this, and then I'm also going to go ahead and use a tablespoon of my favorite ranch. And I'm really curious because this is definitely something that I think I've chatted about in the past, where I'm very particular about my ranches. This is my favorite, so this is the Ken's Buttermilk Ranch, and this only has 1 gram of carbs for 2 tablespoons. So I'm probably gonna use 1 tablespoon, and then I'm probably gonna use a tablespoon of the buffalo, and I'm gonna swirl them. I'm not gonna mix them, I'm gonna swirl them. I'm gonna swirl them, and that way we get like a nice little gradation of flavors. So I haven't done an eating video in a while, and there's a lot of things that I want to talk about. I actually wanted to keep it pretty simple when it came to the food today, mainly because of the fact that there is a ton of things that I wanted to cover. As you guys know, I just got back from TennoCon, and I have also made it official that I will be going to TwitchCon. So I figured I would go ahead and update you as to where everything sits now after TennoCon, because y'all know I don't want to call it a cheat day, because I don't really feel like I quote-unquote cheated. I felt like I gave myself permission to take a break. Like, it wasn't really, like, I don't really plan on cheating, really. I just plan on, like, listen, if I want to go ahead and eat sushi with my mom because it's our tradition, I'm not going to let my diet stop that. You know what I mean? As long as I'm not eating sushi with my mom every single night and having, like, rice every single freaking day, you know, and it breaks my keto. But literally, like, right after TennoCon went down and I left my mom's place, then I went back into keto, and it really hasn't been that much of an issue. I will say the one thing I did have an issue with is a little bit of portion control, because afterwards, let me tell you, I actually need to stop myself from buying, what do you call this? I need to stop myself from buying, I want to call them chicharrones, but they're pork cracklins. I had to stop myself from buying pork cracklins because I was flying through a bag of those a day. And that's not good. That's not healthy. Like, if you just have a little bit of it, but I was going in hard with those pork cracklins. And the pork cracklins are not like pork rinds. Pork cracklins actually have like chunks of fat attached to it too. So it's like a more hardcore version of pork rinds. So it's like pork rinds and then some. So as you can see right here, there's like little parts that have like more buffalo sauce and other parts that are creamier. I like the little variation in flavor. You gotta do that with a little buffalo ranch, and the buffalo keeps the carbs down on the ranch, right? Because technically the buffalo sauce, they say it has 0 carbs. I don't believe them. I believe nothing. But yeah, so let's see. Let's give the whole rundown of everything that happened, of all of the bad things that I ate. First and foremost, I did go to sushi with my mom, and I did have sashimi, which I didn't have any rice with the sashimi. I just ate the sashimi on its own. I just kind of like left the rice, didn't let them have the rice if they wanted to have it. But I did have a sushi roll, and I did have a little bit of tempura, which was absolutely fantastic. And you know what? I fully intend to do on my birthday again. However, that's not the way I'm going to be living my life, like, forever and a day. But that was really, really good. I actually didn't have anything else that was non-keto with my mom. At the airport, I was completely keto. Oh my god, I didn't even have a chance to eat at the airport, to be completely honest with you. But when I went to TennoCon, and I think, did we have a get-together? Oh, I had wings. Okay, so the first night I did have beers, because as you guys know, they had that official TennoCon beer that was there that kind of has like little look to this. This is the Crewman Craft Lager insignia, but of course I had the Orokin Gold. So I had that, and I passed around the rest of the beers. I was like, you guys drink this, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep the cans. So that was already kind of like cracking keto even further. But later that night, I did have buffalo wings. I had buffalo wings and a little bit of ranch, and I had some celery and carrots. I feel like carrots probably have a decent amount of carbs in them, so I probably shouldn't have had the carrots, but I was drunk, and it was there. But the following day was the be-all end-all. It was like it was the messiest, and it wasn't even, at some point I gave up on keto, because we had the bread pudding, and the bread pudding, of course, was fucking epic, right? And I didn't have one piece of bread pudding. I had 2 pieces of bread pudding. And then Taylor came over and said, do you want the rest of my bread pudding? And then she gave me her bread pudding, and I drenched that stuff in the bread pudding sauce, which is basically just maple syrup. So I maple syrup that shit up. Did not even care. They also had chicken and waffles at the, at the breakfast, and I was like, you know what? I am not gonna stop myself, so I went ahead and had chicken and waffles as well. The amazing thing, though, is I didn't feel ill. I did not feel ill. I thought I was gonna feel really, really sick for the rest of that day, but no, I was on it. Like, I think I was on that, like, TennoCon juice. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm ready to go. TennoCon, however, was fun, and I do have a vlog coming up. I know I'm really, really late posting it, but there's a lot of, like, going through footage and editing that I gotta do that I really just don't want to do. Oh my gosh, girl. That was really good, you guys. So there, that was the main thing. And then the next, and then that night was the VIP party. VIP party, of course, I had liquor. I had lots of liquor. And liquor isn't necessarily un-keto friendly. Like, I had spiced rum, and I believe spiced rum doesn't really have any carbs in it. And I followed it up with Diet Cokes. So that was totally fine and dandy. However, when you're drunk, and you know you need to put food in your body because you're gonna be sick, not really be sick, but you know, like, to like, I guess you would say, what's the word? It's kind of like to pace yourself. There you go, to pace yourself a little bit. So they had wings. However, the wings were like barbecue sauce wings. And that barbecue sauce was sweet. And I was like, I'm drunk, I don't care. Fuck off. I'm eating wings. So I ate more wings. And there were also like some meatballs there and like just marinara sauce. That was delicious too. I had some of those. I did stay away from the nachos, so don't worry. I technically didn't have any like foods that were like based on carbs. I know that sounds really weird. Like I didn't have the nachos. I didn't have like any of the weird bread stuff. Ooh, I forgot day 1 too. There was the pizza. We did have the pizza party, and I totally ate some pizza. I totally ate pizza, and I ate wings too. It was all out the window. And the thing is, at no point in time did I really feel bad for it. I don't feel like I need to punish myself. Like, I busted my butt to lose the weight, and now I'm back into eating keto again, and I don't feel guilty in any way, shape, or form. So after that was all said and done, we went to a, what was it called? We went to a burger place, which was absolutely amazing. Really, really good. I could have gone ham there. However, I decided, you know, to be pretty good. It was called The Works. Got a double patty, no bun. And I made sure to get the side salad with a little bit of ranch. So I felt like that was pretty good choices. Like, I mean, it's meat patties, right? It's double meat patties, cheese. I think the only thing that might have been questionable there was the caramelized onions, but there wasn't like a whole lot. And also, you know, the ranch probably had some trace carbs in there. So it wasn't the worst it could have been. It could have been worse, but that was really good. And then we went to another place called the Rec Room, which was like this little party spot, and you know, they had pizza there and they had like breaded chicken there, but I didn't have any of that. I actually had the hard-boiled deviled eggs, and there was this artichoke dip, which was like really cheesy. So I had the artichoke dip without anything dipped into it, because the only thing was like crostini, which is bread, and I was like, no. And then I had like as many of those fucking deviled eggs that I could have, because they were delicious. The only thing they did have that might have been pretty bad was I had sangria, and the sangria had fruit in it. The fruit was delicious, and you better believe I haven't had fruit for so freaking long. I mean, you can have fruit on keto. However, the only thing that I do kind of want to say is you have to watch how much fruit. And you guys already, as I've already specified, as I'm like nearly eating half of this chicken, I'm not very good with portion control. So if I buy fruit, if I'm eating it, I'm eating that whole thing. Well, I have to be very cautious. This chicken is like amazing. Like, if you guys have not gone to your local grocery store and got yourself some fucking rotisserie chicken, oh my god, man. Anyway, so let me spill the tea on wait. And when I flew back, I had sushi with my mom again. Ate pretty much the same thing. Had more sashimi. Had another sushi roll. It was amazing. I didn't feel bad. But let's just account for that weekend. And the following week where I kind of overate a little bit. I feel like I overate, but it was all keto food, so it was a lot of like, it was just like bags and bags of pork cracklins and like some keto fast food. So it was just like gorging. Now I'm back to a normal state. However, through I want to say like a week of just going ham and eating however I wanted to, including eating higher amounts of calories, I did end up gaining 3 pounds. So I gained 3 pounds back, but one interesting fact that I noted was that when I measured like body fat percentage and everything, my body fat actually dropped. It dropped down. This is the lowest body fat percentage that I've been throughout this whole like weight loss journey. So part of me is like, maybe it's a combination of me feeding my muscles and my muscles saying, we have food now, let's start to build. So that is definitely one of the things that I'm like looking at. However, a new challenge has begun. Because of course, as you guys know, TwitchCon is coming up, and that's about, okay, so it's July, August, September, October. So it's about 4.5 months away, maybe 5 months away. I don't know. I'm bad with like time and all that kind of stuff. It's a decent amount of time away, and Mogamu and I have set yet another goal. So my goal is to lose, both of our goals is to lose another 25 pounds. So we both want to slim down another 25 pounds by the end of October, which is when TwitchCon is happening. Now, it's my first TwitchCon ever, and I don't really know like who, what, where, when, how it's supposed to work out. I don't really know the background story of it. I've heard from a lot of people, just go to TwitchCon and just chill out. Don't like stress yourself out too much. And I'm like, okay, well, we'll give that a shot, but I also want to look really good at TwitchCon. I want to look even better. So I want to slim down by 25 pounds. My only issue is 25 pounds is about where I hit my goal weight. So part of me is kind of like, once I hit that 25 pounds, it's gonna be hard because I want to start building muscle to kind of like, you know, you can be skinny fat. You can be skinny and like be out of shape at the same time, and that's really not the goal. Like, I want my body to look nice in clothes and out of clothes too, nonetheless. But I want my body to look just really like taut and tight in clothes. The only thing that's gonna suck is I did lose a significant amount of weight fairly quickly. So part of me is like, ooh, I might be a little saggy, so I might need to do some moisturization and some skin tightening creams and all that kind of stuff if that even happens. But yeah, so that's my goal. I'm just really like, I think I could do 20 for sure, and then those last 5 pounds are just gonna be like, is it gonna be muscle? Is it gonna be fat? We don't know. Alright, now before we move on, this is something that I wanted to try because people have been raving about this, and I tried one at the airport. Oh, let me tell you. So I tried to have a keto snack at the airport. I tried to film a little keto snack. Oh, it was bad. It was bad. I'll tell you right now, I bought this jerky. It was the most terrible jerky I've ever had in my life. It was disgusting. And the thing about it was, like, the jerky wasn't even that big. It was maybe from my pinky down to like right here. And it was like $4 and it was terrible jerky. I was like, no, fuck this. But I did have these. So this is Kula Watermelon. I didn't have this flavor, but the one thing that I do want to kind of like point out here is number one, its total carbohydrates are 6, right? Its erythritol, which you can subtract completely, is 5. So that means there's 1 gram of carb. However, there are 2 servings in this container. So this is technically 2 carbs for this bottle of Bai. So a part of me is like, be very careful when it comes to serving sizes because you might be doubling your carb intake without even knowing it. Regardless, I've never tried this flavor before, so I'm crossing my fingers it's good. I think the one that I had was something Costa Rica Clementine, something like that. It was something like that, but this is Kula Watermelon, so let's see if it's any good. Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you did there. So the interesting thing about the Kula Watermelon, which I'm really, really liking, is usually when they do, when any drink company does watermelon, they usually do like Jolly Rancher watermelon. So it's like sour and really tart. This is actually very mild. This is, I won't say that this is like fresh watermelon, because fresh watermelon isn't as sweet as this. Fresh watermelon like has some sweetness, but it's a watermelon, so it's very watery. This has a little bit of an extra like kick to it, so it's kind of like a halfway in between. It's like those Jolly Rancher sour drinks without the sourness. Oh, that is very good. That is very good. And this isn't even cold. Man, if this was cold, I'd be feeling this. So definitely give that one a shot. I'm actually going to be doing a video very soon because I met a lot of people that were doing keto or were trying to do keto or starting up keto at TennoCon. And one of the things that, like, you know, they had lots of questions about, okay, what can I eat? What can I not eat? And one of the questions from another Twitch streamer out there, he was actually saying, what can I drink? So I was like, all right, you know what, Bebs? Let me get you taken care of. Let me go ahead and make a video for you about all of the things that are keto friendly to consume. But I'm gonna go ahead and try to separate myself from this chicken, so I'm gonna have to end this video. But let me know if there are any keto themed videos that you guys want to see down in the comments below. Also know that I'm gonna have another contacts video coming up very soon. As you can see, I'm actually rocking some blue contacts that are not insane. I actually think that these, like, listen, if it wasn't an Asian boy rocking them, it was someone, you know, of a different ethnic descent, you could probably be like, oh wow, they've got natural blue eyes, right? Because these ones are the cloud blues, and there's like cloud brown, cloud gray, cloud green, and I've been kind of like really falling in love with them lately. There'll be another contact video up soon. I think I'm gonna end up reviewing this series. But that about does it for me for now. I'm probably gonna finish off this chicken. So, as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and touch yo rotisserie chicken. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!